So guys, here we go again with another video. Now this is just a little bit different from what we're normally been doing about videos on a certain crypto. So this one is assets finance presentation. Now you might be thinking that's just crypto, but it's not. It's about yourself as well. So you yourself are an asset if you've got the right knowledge. So this is just a little finance presentation that I set up. I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, it's a bit different. And at the moment, the crypto market is absolutely booming. If you go through the charts, I mean, VeChain, what we discussed in the earlier video, is absolutely flying. So if you've got involved in VeChain, congratulations. And all the other coins we discussed are absolutely flying. And we're just at the start of this alt season. So that's why this assets finance presentation can really benefit you, because at the end of the day, you are an asset with the right knowledge. You can create a lot of wealth. So, but first of all, let's just go into a discussion on, I'll just jump into it, the story of money, because you need to know what good money is. And money has to have scarcity. And the financial system at the moment, the centralized finance, has no scarcity whatsoever. So the story of money begins in 9000 BC, when we used to have cattle and crops to determine our wealth. But the problem was it was not very portable, divisible, or even durable. But as we evolved, we came across silver and gold, which was more divisible, more durable, and portable. The problem was the wealthier you got, the harder it was to store your hard-earned gold in a vault, price-wise as well. Then we moved on to paper money, and from then on, that's where it's all gone wrong. Paper money used to be backed by gold, so it held its value, but President Nixon took it off the gold standard in the 70s, which gave them the power to print money out of thin air. Now, one thing that does is devalue your currency, because if you can just print your way out of trouble, you've got inflation coming up around 2% a year. That money is worthless. Now, people might say, oh, well, I've got $1 million, so it does have value. No, it doesn't, because next year that value will be 2% off that million, which is about £20,000. And year after year after year, that's £20,000 a year off of inflation. The secret hidden agenda on tax is inflation. So is that a smart move, putting your money in a bank, losing 2% a year? And the banks only give you 1.1% a year. So the inflation is killing that. So that's what I mean by having money that's scarcity. So $1 million, yes, it's still going to be $1 million in 10 years' time. But that spending power is going to be reduced massively. So if you think back 20, 30 years ago, you could get a house for 40, 50,000 maybe. And that house today will be worth like 300,000. That's what I'm sort of talking about, inflation. And the prices are always rising. So the money is fundamentally wrong. There's a fundamental problem with the system. And if you look at the banks, they always seem to get away with it. They always hold us accountable. If you look back in 2008 when they had the financial crash, who picked up the bill? Yes, that's right, us. And who was held accountable? No one. No one went to jail. And that's just that's one situation, and there's many more. So the centralized authority is ruined. It's corrupt. In my eyes, it's corrupt. Now, I don't want to start any political wars here, but it's corrupt, and it's all to suit themselves, the 1%. Now, DeFi, decentralized finance, that is a way forward. That is where the power is in the people's hands. There's no one control of authority. So I just want to make you aware on that, guys. So let's get into it. So asset finance presentation. Just a little bit about myself. So obviously I take my health mostly serious. Now, I'm not one of these strict ones where I'm going to do everything to the T. I do like me chocolate. I do like indulging in sort of ice creams and stuff. But in general, I look after my health. I watch what I eat. I do my fitness. So that's a bit about me health-wise. And I'm always seem to want to push forward. So everything that I learn in this crypto space, I want to give it out there to you guys so you can learn and you can make a decision on whether it's right to invest at that time or in the future. You've got that knowledge and you can do it there and then. And always having vision. So if you haven't got vision, then what have you got? So vision is what I see for the future. And like I said, it's all about educating you guys. I want to educate the masses. I want to educate everybody on the decentralized finance, because that is where the growth is, and that is where you can hold on to your wealth instead of letting it deteriorate in a bank or using the bank system. And you can tell at the moment if you're on the crypto space, if you're a newbie, maybe not. But if you've been in a while, then you'll know what a bull run is. And we're just at the start of a bull run now. And you can see all the crypto projects are absolutely exploding. And honestly, it's so exciting to see. And many people got in early and they're seeing good profits now. And I want that for you, because this is going to be around for a long time. As you can see, Tesla's just bought $1.5 billion worth. There's talks about Apple, and the banks are even printing money to buy crypto now. So the mass adoption is coming in. But if you can get educated first, you can get ahead of a lot of people and you can profit from it. So this is what I've got to say to you guys. You don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to become great. Starting at the beginning might be a little bit sort of apprehensive, but once you get into it, once you start learning, once you start generating, creating wallets and discussing it with the other guys, you'll start feeling comfortable, and then you'll want to push on because you'll know how strong the crypto space is. So why financial education can give you the best head start in life. Now, you may be in your 30s or 40s and not be like head start in life, but this is for everybody. If you're a young guy, if you're a young woman even, and you want to get started, then now's the time, because there's a lot of information out there that you can get. And if you notice you'll not hear on the news about all the DeFi and blockchain technology, because they're still in the centralized way. They want you to run the way they do. So like I said, the education can give you the best head start, whether you're young, whether you're not. Like I've got 2 children who have got their own Exodus wallets. And with their pocket money, they save up their pocket money and they exchange it to crypto, because they know when they get older, that's going to be worth a lot of money. So that's just another bit of knowledge that I can show you as well. So this is what you need to learn how to do. Learn how the financial system works. So if you can learn how the decentralized financial system works, you're going to be, like I say, a lot further than other people who are still behind. You don't want to learn about the centralized financial system because, like I said, I don't want to say it, but it's true. It's corrupt. It's one central authority. They've got control of the cash flow. They can just pump money when they want, and nobody's held accountable for it, and they'll continue to do that. DeFi is a way forward, guys. Trust us on that one, I promise. So how the compound effect is so effective. So just a little story about myself. Last year, I put some money for my partner into a platform that generates wealth for you. It was a smart contract. If you don't know what smart contracts is, I could do a video on that. But basically, it was a smart contract where you earn. And basically, it was Christmas time, and basically we forgot about it. And the kids wanted a puppy for Christmas, so we decided that we're going to get one. And all of a sudden, it just flashed to my mind, why don't we have a look and see how much we've earned on the smart contract platform that we invested in? Sure enough, I went on there, and there was more than enough to pay for the puppy. And during this pandemic, the puppy prices went right up. So that just proves the compound effect, because we didn't check it every 5 minutes. We just left it, and it just worked its magic. And if you can see, this is what we got. So this is Bella, our little puppy, and this is what we did. We used the compound effect, and we managed to purchase her for the kids, which brings a lot of happiness into our lives. So the compound effect does work. And if you haven't read the book, read Dan Hardy's The Compound Effect, and you'll understand why. So yeah, that was a compound effect. So routine becomes habit, which becomes culture. So if you're in a bad routine and just say you hang around with people who drink all the time, they take drugs, they get into trouble, they haven't really got much going on, then that becomes your habit, which becomes your culture, and you think that's normality. Excuse me. And basically it's not. So what you want to do is learn to sort of change your routines for the better. Start reading, start doing stuff that are going to enhance your career by getting involved with people who are further down the line than you. Start to distance yourself from the people that do you no good. Because if you've heard the saying, birds of a feather flock together, if you're getting in the right space, then you're going to be pushed on by these guys. And another one, guys, is take action. If you don't take action and sit on the fence, you never know how far you can go. Never wait for the right time, because the right time might never come. You've just got to get out there and take the action. and how to rewire your subconscious mind. Now, there's another book called Joe Dispenza's books, and he's got a lot of stuff going on YouTube as well. And I can put the link in so you can watch this as well. But basically, your subconscious is just like a hard drive that's stored, like a storage from when you've been a young child, growing up, and you've always been told you can't do this, don't do that, get off that wall, don't climb up that tree. And this becomes natural in the way that you think. So if you're coming to these conclusions again, your your subconscious kicks in again, and it thinks that you're not capable of doing stuff. So you can learn how to rewire it by affirmations and all types of stuff like that. And it gives you the confidence to go and do it. So implementing things you learn. So I used to think by reading a book, I was educated because I've read the book and that was it. But it's totally wrong. You've got to implement the things that you do. When you're reading that book, the things that give you the tips, you've got to go out and implement them. You can't just read the book and put it back on the shelf and collect dust. You've got to implement it. That's why people say it's best to read a book 20 times instead of reading 20 books, because you're going to gain a lot more knowledge by reading the same book over and over and over again, because you miss a lot of things. Obviously, you can write some up in your journal about the book, but it's good to implement. Same as in seminars. If you go to a seminar and they're giving you fundamental key steps, take them by implementing them. Don't just go to a seminar and say, okay, thanks for your time and I'm done, because you don't learn anything. And obviously your health is your wealth. I always try to go for nutrition, like I said at the start, and your job should be, could you do that as well? Because like I said, it's all right having the wealth, but if you haven't got your health, you've basically got nothing. So if you can improve on that. So I hope you're finding that okay so far. So when I've done a coaching course, what we used is the GROW model. Now on the screen you can see, so basically what is the goal? The reality, the options and the will. So let's go into the crypto space. Now this can be used on anything, health, obviously wealth, whatever you've got a goal of. So what do you want? Just say you want to earn $100,000 in the crypto space. So that is the goal. And what is happening right now? So the belief says, oh, well, I've never been in the crypto space. I don't know what to expect. I haven't got any money at the moment and I haven't got any resources. So that's the reality. So what options? And guys, you've always got options. It's just finding the right ones. So options is, okay, I can start learning about the crypto space. I can start connecting with people who are in the crypto space. I can start opening up different wallets and getting a feel for it. And I can start investing money as little as $10 a week and start getting the feel for it. So like options, that's what I sort of mean with options. And the will is, so are you willing to commit? Yes, I'm willing to commit. Starting on Monday, when I get paid, this money's going into that wallet. I'm connecting to these guys. I'm going to start doing educational stuff by research on different companies and cryptocurrencies. And I'm going to start making my way forward in life. So that's just a basic sort of understanding the GROW model, but it is simple, but it's effective if you use it wisely. So 10 things to improve daily. So your purpose. If you haven't got a purpose, it's like running around a football field with no goals. You're just going to be constantly running around, and there's going to be no end product. So basically some purpose. Self-confidence. If you've got self-confidence, it can bring you a long way. Like I'm trying to build up confidence to do these videos for you guys. And obviously I don't like hearing my own voice and I don't like being on video, but I'm seeing the bigger picture is educating you guys so then you can make your decision for yourselves. And obviously enthusiasm. I've got lots of enthusiasm with whatever I do. I'm always asking questions. I always want to know what's going on. I always want to find out about it. I want to know who's involved and stuff like that. Number 4, develop a skill or become an expert. Obviously in the crypto space, you'll never become an expert because there's always things that you can learn about. But you can always develop your skill as best as you can and always put the time in so you can do that. Some people might be lower on the pedestal, some might be higher. But as long as you're improving, don't think of other people. Think about you as improving as an individual. Preparation. Always try and have preparation in sort of in your daily preparation. So just say on a Sunday, I prep my week ahead on my diary. So I know going into Monday, I'll check. So this is what I've got to do. I've got my 5K run to do. I've got research on this crypto to do. I've got this video to do for my viewers so they can get some value. I've got my meditation, my Wim Hof challenge. And I set that up for the week so I know exactly what I'm doing. So when you get up on that day, you're not going to be disorientated. You know what you're going to do and you can go out and do it. And there's a self of achievement once you've done it. So principle and character. Like I said earlier, it's having a good character, being a good person, wanting to do good things, but the right things as well. Self-discipline. Now, when I started meditation, I used to do one day, 2 days, and I would skip, and then eventually it would just run away, and I'll come back to it. But self-discipline is key because it's the small things. If you can go 1% a day, that adds up to 365% a year. So just a 1% here, 1% there, and self-discipline is massive. So I got an insight timer, which is a meditation app. And what I did is after each one, I was ticking the box off, and there was a self of achievement there by ticking it off. And now I'm at like 44 days consecutive. Now I don't want to miss that to go back to the start. So just something like ticking the box off, it gives you that self of achievement and self of you've done something. An extraordinary effort. There's no point putting half effort in because you'll only get half results. If you can put a lot of effort in and by the end of the day you can say, look, I have put my effort in, then you can sleep at night knowing that you've done the best you can of your abilities. And always demand the best of yourself. Why demand less? If you want this, you can go after it and you can put the effort in, guys. So the chances of you being born is 1 in 400 trillion. That number is crazy. People often say there's no such thing as a miracle, but the statistics prove different. You are a miracle, and every single person that's watching this video is a miracle. Like I said, 1 in 400 trillion, guys. You are definitely a miracle. So, as you see, guys, that's just a little bit different to what I normally do with the videos. I want you to understand that it's you that can get yourself out of the trouble that you're in now. Maybe you're new into the crypto space, you may be well advanced, but it's nice to have that sort of asset of yourself, thinking yourself as an asset. So guys, if you like this video, could you just hit the like, please? If you want to subscribe, I'd be very grateful. So the more time I can get videos done, it can go out to use. And also, I've got a Telegram channel where I broadcast news all the time. I broadcast breaking news, cryptos that are exploding like VeChain at the moment. And I just got a general feel of broadcasting stuff to you so you can get knowledge. So guys, I did go on a little bit, but I hope you did like the video and you did find some value. And until next time, guys, stay safe and thanks for watching.